What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? That was a terrible clap. We should do it over. We have a comp pistol to talk about today. It's from Shadow Systems, and the model number is the MR920P. We're actually going to start with the comp. I usually end with the comp, but I'm feeling generous today, and the comp is the best feature on the gun. So the nice thing about Shadow Systems comps, a couple nice things about them. One, as of right now, they're 50 state legal. They do not thread on. This is not a threaded barrel. It's a quick detach system with a 3-lug system. There's a little detent in here. You push in the detent. Quick release comes on and off. It's very intuitive, smart, simple, easy, and it does a good job at taming the recoil without making any dangers of it being unreliable. Some very, very aggressive comps do run the risk of not being reliable, especially with lighter ammo, like range type ammo. This does a good job at taming that recoil without making the gun unreliable. They did a great job. This is my second Shadow Systems gun with a comp, and both of them have been excellent. Shadow Systems second. Shadow Systems do have a break-in period, just so you know. First 100 to 200 rounds, you may have a few malfunctions. It's completely normal. Don't freak out. Don't call Shadow Systems and posting on the internet that you're angry. It's completely natural, normal, has a break-in period. You should be shooting your carry gun a couple hundred rounds, in my opinion, before you carry it anyway, so don't freak out. Third and last thing I want to give you a heads up on is this is a Glock 19 size gun. Most of your gear, your holsters, your magazines, your lights, your optics, your doodads, whatever, are going to fit this gun if they fit a Glock 19. There are plenty of exceptions, but most should be good. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's start with the magazine. It does come with Magpul magazines, and I'm always hesitant with Magpul magazines for some reason, and they're either 15 or 10 rounds. But I've had like a dozen guns come with Magpul magazines. I have dozens of them, and I never have problems with them. So whatever my hesitation is, I have zero data points to back up from personal experience. What I like to do is use the Magpul magazines at the range and use the Glock magazines to carry. With that said, again, I've never had problems with Magpul magazines. The only thing I don't like is the Magpul mags do not have that steel liner on the inside like the Glock magazines do. So my Neomag spare mag carrier won't work with Magpul mags, but it will work with Glock mags. That's the only drawback to them. The Magwell on this gun is very, very nice. It is removable if you don't like it. The width of it isn't too aggressive, which is good because that's what could or could not print. The length from front to back, especially on the front, is a little more aggressive. And that really locks my hand in place, and I like the way it feels. Important on a Magwell is going to be the aggressiveness on the inside. It does have quite a bit of a lip, like a step inside there, but the aggressiveness of the Magpul is very, very, Magpul, of the Magwell is very good. And it really helps get that magazine in. Even if you don't nail the angle, it's a pretty aggressive Magwell, and helps get with those magazine insertions. Shadow Systems grip texture is one of the best in the industry, once again, in my opinion. It's the same on all 4 sides of the gun. Not only do I think it looks good, but I think it feels really good as well. It's aggressive enough where your hands aren't going to move and the gun's not going to jump, especially with 9mm, even if your hands are wet. But it's not too aggressive like that M&P 2.0 texture. I love the way it felt, but it was so rough up against your skin or an undershirt or something, it tore stuff up. So this is the perfect compromise, in my opinion. I think it looks good. I think it feels good. One of the best things on the Shadow System is going to be the grip texture. Mag release is fine. Drops the mags freely. I don't believe it's reversible. I should have looked that up. I apologize, but no issues with the magazine release. The trigger guard undercut. It has a nice double undercut on the trigger. It feels good. It looks good. It helps you get just a little bit higher up on the gun, which never hurts to help manage that recoil a little bit. We're going to talk about the trigger next. Before we do that, I got 3 quick things that I need to pay my bills. Natchez is awesome. Natchez is the biggest supporter of the Tiberious Gibb channel. If you have a pew-pew out there and you want to accessorize it with a light or an optic or pew-pews or whatever else, link is down below. Check out Natchez. Second, I'm doing a huge giveaway. We're giving away over $5,000 worth of stuff. When I hit 50,000 subs on YouTube, we're going to do the giveaway. As of right now, this moment, I'm 300-ish subscribers away. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, if you're not, enter the giveaway. I appreciate it. It helps me out. Shirt is from TriStar Trading. They have so many new designs. They have some of the best designs in the industry. The link to them is also down below. Thank you for listening to my spiel. Now the trigger. The trigger is good for a self-defense EDC duty type gun. If you go in with the expectation of comparing it to a high-end 2011, that's not realistic. Compared to a Glock, I think it's a little bit better than a Glock. It breaks around 5 pounds. It has a very, very good wall, and having a good wall is important to me. I like to come up to that wall and then break. It's how I shoot. And then the reset, respectable as far as how long it is, and it's tactile, very, very tactile, slightly audible. So as always, we're going to take that 10-second break so you can get up close and personal with the trigger, so you can decide what you think about it. Now the rail on the Shadow Systems is pretty standard. I put a Surefire, a Streamlight, and a Nightcore light on there. Didn't have problems with any of them. Another thing I want to call out in the frame is on both sides they have memory notches. So if you're like me and you like to rest your support hand on something, or even your trigger finger something, it gives you a little area to rest those, and it has the same texture as the grip. And that just feels pretty good on my hand. The slide is made from stainless steel, and it has a black nitrite finish. The serrations on all Shadow Systems are very, very aggressive. This particular one has some stress cuts in the slide, as cut into the slide as well, because it's their Elite Series gun. But their serrations are very good. It's cut well into the gun. The last one is cut a little bit deeper. You have serrations on top. So if you don't have the best grip strength, or if your hands are wet or something, these serrations are fairly aggressive and should help you out. No plastic sights on these guns. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glock, please get rid of those plastic sights. Shadow Systems partners with Night Vision on their sights, and Night Vision makes some of the best sights on the market. I truly, truly love their sights. The front is like it's a night tritium in the middle, and then around it has a yellow-green color to help you pick it up during the day, help you pick it up at night. The rear sight is all blacked out, has a ledge for one-handed manipulations if you're not using an optic, which you should be, so the sights are good to go. Shadow Systems optics system is great as well. You don't have any accessory plates underneath the optics, so there's less weak points, something less likely to break. The optic screws right down to the slide. The way it works is you put these little spacers either in front of the optic or behind the optic, and that allows you to get most Delta Point Pro footprints, most RMR footprints. Like I'll put it up here on the screen, all the different ones that will work with it. And again, it screws right down to the slide, so it's very, very solid. Now, for example, this here is a SIG Romeo X, which is a great red dot. SIGs come a long way on their red dots. I've already put a review out on this. This is a Delta Point Pro footprint, and I have other Shadow System guns that have a RMR footprint. You get the point. Pretty slick system. Taking the gun apart is going to be the same as Glock. Very, very easy. If you don't know, I'll walk you through it real quick. We're going to make sure the gun is unloaded because I don't want to send around through my wall. Pull back slightly on the slide. Pull down on both takedown levers. Pull the trigger, and the slide comes right off. You can pull the trigger before you do all that nonsense, whatever makes you happy. Looking at the frame, it's very Glock-esque because it's a Glock patent gun. The recoil spring is steel, not plastic, and it is captured, so it's not going to go flying when you take it out. And the barrel, this is the Elite Series Shadow System, so you get the extra fancy fluted barrel that looks really, really nice, and no doubt it is going to be more accurate than I can ever be. Up here on the screen, we're going to take a look at the dimensions and the weight on this gun and compare it to a Glock 19. I don't know this for sure. I'm assuming it's going to be slightly heavier than a Glock 19 because it has the comp. I don't know, that's just a wild guess. We'll find out together when I edit this video. I will put some links down in the video description. If you want to pick one of these up, this is your jam and you want it, hopefully I can find you a good deal. And there is a dozen different versions of these guns, so the prices vary quite a bit. Alright, before we talk about the pros and cons, let's talk about the testing that we've done with this pistol. I did hit the 500 round minimum that I try to hit with every single gun. We did lots of drawing from the holster, of course, because it is a jack of all trades carry gun, and I wanted to make sure I did a lot of drawing from the holster. The first couple magazines I did with no optic and no light, just as it comes out of the box. And again, these do have a break-in period, so your first few mags, expect that there's a chance that you're going to have some issues. Be ready for it. The first magazine had 5 or 6 failure to feeds, and then that was it. Once I got through the first magazine, had several failure to feeds. Once I got through the first magazine, I had 0 problems, 0 malfunctions, 0 issues, no failures of any kind after that. Again, lots of drawing from the holster, lots of hitting steel, just playing around the range, being goofy, having fun, and and getting my training on. We did some one-handed shooting because I've been promising myself I would do that. We drew from inside the waistband, outside the waistband. You can take a look at the B-roll footage. I will stop talking and boring you to death. Biggest pro for me is going to be the comp. I love the way Shadow System does their comp. Not only, again, is it not threaded, so it's 50 state legal, it's aggressive enough to tame a lot of the felt recoil, but not aggressive enough where I would be worried about reliability, so that's good. The grip texture and the grip shape is very, very good. Steel sights, so I don't feel the need to replace them. Their optic system is very well thought out and works very, very well. Serrations are good, and I love the way they look, and I know some of you won't care, and it's a subjective thing, but I think Shadow Systems guns are really, really sharp, good looking guns. As far as things I would change, the only thing that I still have hesitation with is these P-mags. Granted, I've never had a problem, so I should probably get over this hesitation, and the rifle P-mags are fantastic. They're some of the best mags, if not the best mags, so I don't know what my hesitation is with the Glock P-mags, but I still only use them for range, not for carry, even though I'm probably just being weird. Overall, between this and a Glock 19, I'm going to pick this every single time. Even though it's significantly more expensive than a Glock, I will pick this every single time. Especially if you're looking for a Glock 19 size gun that's already tricked out for you, like it has the better grip, the better sights, the better optic system, and all that stuff. And it works with most of your Glock 19 accessories, like holsters as well. Guess you can't really go wrong there. All right, before you guys go, let me thank a couple people. Let me thank Shadow Systems. They did send this out for the review. I do have like 6 Shadow System guns now, and they've been good. They've been solid. I carry them quite often. They are one of my favorite carry guns, no doubt. Natchez, the biggest supporter of the channel. If you want to trick out your handgun or your rifle, optics, pew-pews, all that stuff, they have you covered. The giveaway is huge, and we're getting really, really close. If you want to enter the giveaway, the link to Natchez, the link to giveaway, the link to TriStar Trading, all the links are down, you know where. But most important, guys, thank you for watching. I say it every video because I mean it. It's truly, truly appreciated. If you think I deserve it, like and subscribe. Again, we can't do the giveaway till we hit 50,000 subs. When I hit 50,000 subs, we'll do the giveaway, and 3 lucky people we're gonna win a boatload of stuff. So click the link, enter, subscribe, hook me up, be nice. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.